Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Live Trading Action by In the Money Stocks. Today is December 5th, 2014. One thing I want to talk about today is not so much a trade setup as I normally do, but what I'd like to show you is just about how to handle time and what to look for in time when day trading. So if you see here, this is a chart of the S&P Spiders. They gapped up a little bit today, or they rallied up, and basically they put a little bit of a high pivot in right around the 10 o'clock area. That's a pivotal time frame. You'll also notice that there'll be some economic news usually released each and every day around 10 o'clock. And even when there's not economic news, the market will still react around that time frame. So we go back and we look at some other time periods. You're going to see 10:40 in the morning. That's where the market found low, then it rallied back up. You're also going to notice on this trading day the market found high around 10 o'clock, and then it sold off into the afternoon, and then it went into another move up. But you're always going to look for that initial 10 o'clock pivot point. It's a very, very important time frame for day traders. Now, something else that you want to take note of as well that I'll show you is always when we get into the lunch hour. Sometimes it's 11, 11:30, or 12 o'clock, but once you get around that lunch hour, the volume will start to decrease. And I'm going to show you that looking at a chart here. You'll notice once the volume starts to decrease, the market starts to move higher. And this is something we see each and every day, and I've been seeing it for years and years and years, and we play off of it very, very often. So here you can see that the volume, even though it was not very heavy, it starts to decrease. And look at how the volume stays light and the markets move higher. You can see that almost on every trading day. Let me show you another good example. Is right here. So here's a light volume trading day. Market's choppy. Around 11:30, 11:30, 11:20, market starts to move higher. Look how light the volume is. The volume just gets lower and lower, lighter and lighter. And that's something you want to watch for each and every day. Notice here, market puts in a low around 11 o'clock. The volume gets lighter, and you sprint higher. So you're going to watch for that each and every trading day. Your pivotal time frames as a day trader, most notably, is going to be 10 o'clock. Sometimes you get a little reaction around 10:30, but generally around 11, 11:30, you start to look for that lighter volume. It doesn't always play out that way, but very, very often we see the market around the lunch hour settle down, trade with light volume, and move a little bit higher. On days where you have a big sell-off in the market, that could change, but it's so rare, and it doesn't really occur that much. If you don't see any abnormal moves out there in major stocks, generally expect the light volume to take over around the lunch hour. So two important factors today to watch for. One is the 10 o'clock time frame. That's generally a pivot time frame. Yesterday was a pivot to the low. Today it's a pivot to the high. Then once you get into the light volume part of this trading day, the lunch hour, you start to look for the market to trade higher generally throughout most of the afternoon. Sometimes the market will pivot again around 2:30, 3 o'clock. That's when people on Wall Street generally come back to lunch. So remember how it works. You generally have lunch hour on Wall Street starting around 11:30, 12 o'clock. These big shots, big money managers, they're going out to mingle with other money managers, other CEOs and CFOs and other corporate executives. And what happens is they really don't come back to lunch, from lunch I should say, until around 2:30, 3 o'clock. And that generally will be the reason why the volume is so light, because there's really no big moves or decisions being made around that time. Alright everybody, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover today on time frame for day trading. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the charts.